lot of initiatives, in terms of the systems, in terms of the customer experience, improving the entire customer experience to attract the millennials as well. We know that this younger group of millennials, they are very sociable. They probably have, one Facebook account and one Twitter account. They like to interact freely, and they are, of course, with multiple mobile devices. So that is where we are also, things that we do right now, it very much involves around the area of social. We are in a social space with them. We interact with them in the social space, and we're also launching a lot of applications, on the mobile devices itself, so that eventually, all these, millennials, will be able to, download the applications and interact with us. In our current customer profile, the typical customer profile that we have right now, we also notice that they are also quite IT savvy, by virtue of the fact that they're quite active in the internet banking space itself. But then we also recognize that this is a very small segment of the market. The average age group in Malaysia, the median age is about 30-32, and that is where we're trying to bring our average age down. Right now we're clocking around the 40s. We're trying to bring it down to the 30s region to be in line with the the demographics of Malaysia. And we also realize that this generation, the millennials and all that, they form the bigger chunk of the population in Malaysia, and that is where a lot of the business strategies are directed towards them. So in terms of systems, those days we're talking about customers going to the branch, but these days the entire experience is different. We're talking about banking on the go. We bring the bank to the customer, and how customers, the only way to interact with them is through a mobile device, because everyone will probably have at least one mobile device. The millennials, we're probably talking about 2 devices. So that is where we are trying to make our systems itself to be very robust, lightweight. Applications that we put in have to be something sexy, that they can also, that they will want to to download the app and use it. The banking relationship has also changed over the years. It's no longer about product, it's about customers' experience. How do we improve the experience, and then from the experience we build a relationship, and then from the relationship we build the retention strategies. So things that we do, even in terms of the product itself, it's very much centered around this group of the millennials. We have to make sure that other than the products, we have to make sure the services retains its quality. Customers these days don't talk about product, because every banks are also giving very similar products, very competitive rates. But what is the differentiator? It comes from your service quality, it comes from your turnaround time, and it comes from the breadth of your product itself. We always encourage our agents, our staff to try to upsell, cross-sell, to the customer, because a lot of times customers do not know what we have, because BSM has some legacy, because it's a government bank, so there's a lot of stigma attached to the government, profile. So that's where we are trying to move away from it. When we started our transformation journey back in 2010 itself, we look at all aspects of the touch points, and everything, including the way we advertise, the way our advertisements, our promotions, our ads are done as well. It's very different now compared to before. Now it's all about more one Malaysia rather than very much Malay savvy previously. Now it's about one Malaysia, and then of course the models that we use are younger to represent the younger markets, and the colors as well. So the entire transformation not just talk about the process, the people, and the technology itself, but it also talks about the entire change management itself. How do we change the customer's perception of BSN so that they would want to come to BSN. And of course, some of the things that we've put in, during this transformation period has also received some recognition, some awards as well, like the the Customer Service Awards in financial services, the Brand Laureate Award, and these have also helped to boost the BSN's image with the millennials. We ventured into the social space towards the end of 2013. To date, we are the fourth bank in the market that has the most likes. So when you're probably one of the last bank to go into the social space that time. We have the bigger bank in the market, but the journey itself, in 1.5 years, we are able to position ourselves as number 4 in the market in terms of the customer interaction. So we're seeing a lot of our customers interacting with us in the social space itself. We have a Facebook account, we have a Twitter account as well, and we can see a lot of feeds coming in, a lot of interactions, and then our customers are also complaining, on the social space itself. Yeah. So we realized that even though the calls are still increasing, at the contact center space, but the communication on the social space has also increased as well. So that is why we have to find a way to bridge, because eventually what we want to see is probably lower calls to the call center, but more interaction on the mobile space itself, on the social and on the mobile.